Hello, beloved souls. Welcome to a commentary channel. My name is Jem, Jem. I'm a psychic medium, author of over 20 books available from Amazon. I'm a truth seeker and a channeler. And I've got a really doozy for you today. Would you kill your own child for God? What my son's answer reveals. I want to talk about something deeply personal. A conversation I had recently with my son that left me stunned. I was debating aspects of the Bible, particularly the story of Abraham and Isaac. You know the one where Abraham is told by God to sacrifice his own son. Now I posed a simple but terrifying question to Dee, who has two young sons of his own. I asked, if God asked you to sacrifice your youngest son T, would you do it? And his answer was, yes. Yes. Let that sink in for a moment. This isn't just a thought experiment. This response has real emotional and ethical implications, not just for David, but for all of us who are parents, siblings, or who've ever questioned the boundaries of faith. What does it mean to say yes to a question like that? It is blind obedience to a deity. Is it a form of psychological conditioning? Or is it something darker, a willingness to sacrifice morality for ideology? The story of Abraham was meant to be a test of faith, but it's also one of the most troubling stories in the Bible. Imagine a God who asks for a child's life to prove your loyalty. What kind of deity is that? And more importantly, what kind of human agrees? His response isn't isolated. Many believers are taught that obedience to God comes before all else, even family. But when that obedience is killing your own child, we've crossed a line from faith to fanaticism. Dee later said Christianity wasn't really his belief system. And yet, in that moment, he still said yes. That knee-jerk reply is telling. It shows how deeply embedded some of these ideas are. Ideas that can override natural instinct, compassion, and even parental love. When I told my other story, C, about Dee's answer, he was devastated. Their relationship is already fractured, but this pushed it further. C felt, in his own words, abandoned, not just emotionally, but morally, and I understood why. Because when a sibling says they'd kill their own son if told by a voice in the sky, what does that say about their empathy, their grounding, their ability to choose love over fear? The larger theme, the cost of blind faith. This is bigger Then D, it's about how certain religious narratives can condition people to suspend their humanity. It's about the dangers of interpreting ancient texts literally. It's about how children learn what love means from their parents and how dangerous it is when obedience replaces conscience. Faith should never cost you your soul, and it should never, ever cost a child their life. So, I leave you with this question. If your belief system asks you to kill the very ones you love the most, maybe it's not a belief system worth holding. We need to start questioning what we're passing down to our children, to each other, and to ourselves. Thanks for listening. Let's keep talking about these things. Please be kind to each other and to yourselves. Love, light, and blessings. Bye.